Hi, this is George Emmerich, the Athletic Director, with a message for the parents and the students who signed up for boys swimming. I'm sorry about the uncertainty with the upcoming season. A couple families had contacted my office. Right now, as I film this on January 5th, we hope to use the pool starting on Monday, January the 11th. I know that date has changed a couple times and I apologize for that. And we had planned to have a Zoom meeting on this Thursday evening at 6 o'clock. But in lieu of that, I thought we'd send out this video and try to answer some people's questions. The pool project went well, but the pool had sat for 8 months. And because the pool is so old, there were some issues. There were some issues with the project itself. There were some issues with the lights in the pool. And there were some issues with the drains in the pool. Also, where the heat is introduced in the boiler at a place called the Bundle, that leaked twice. So we're doing our best we can right now to take care of all these issues. We've caulked some surfaces and we've re-caulked some surfaces. We had one of the contractors in the pool with a wetsuit caulking the pool because we had tried to fill it. We filled it and we found some leaks and we drained it partway down to save some time. Then we refilled it and we found some more leaks. But we're doing our best to get the pool up and running. And as of today, I truly believe that we will be able to swim starting on Monday, January the 11th. In the meantime, we'll have our first Dryland practice on Thursday, January the 7th. The purple group and the remote group for both the modified and the varsity will have practice on that day. The modified group will practice from 2:30 to 3:45, and the varsity group will practice from 3:45 to 5:45. On the next day, Friday, January the 8th, the cyclone group will practice. And they will practice at the same times. The modified will go from 2:30 to 3:45, and the varsity will practice from 3:45 to 4:45. In this email, you'll receive not only this video, but the practice schedule for the next couple of weeks. So our plan now is to practice in the pool starting on January the 11th, and for that week, we will stay in cohorts only. Then the following week, starting on Martin Luther King Day, January 18th, we'll mix the cohorts. The Frontier League schedule is still a bit up in the air because of what's going on at other schools. And again, I apologize for the uncertainty surrounding the swim season. Hopefully we'll have a finalized schedule for people by the end of this week. And what I will do is I will send that out as an email too with a link to the updated schedule. We're doing our best when students are at practice to make sure that we stay safe. So as a result, we have some guidelines that I wanted to share with you at this time. Our first guideline is all meets will be virtual unless both teams agree to an in-person meet. So at this point, and I'm pretty sure that I can say for our whole season, our meets will be virtual, which means that when we have a swim meet against Carthage or Indian River or any other school, we will swim in our pool only. Carthage or Indian River will not travel to Watertown, and we will not travel to any away sites. We will swim our meet, we will get our times, and we'll compare them to whoever else we're swimming against on that particular night. So that's what I mean by meets will be virtual. At this time, no spectators will be allowed in the pool area at any meet. So what we're planning to do is we're planning to live stream all our swim meets through Facebook. And when we get that up and running, I'll send a link out for that as well. So when you log on to Facebook, you'll be able to watch our meets in real time. And Mike Shanley from our AV crew will be running the meets, and he'll be photographing and videotaping the meets for our Facebook page. When we run the meets, there'll be a limited number of people in the pool area, so it'll be just limited to the coaches and one official and the lifeguards. Swimmers and divers for all our meets and practices will all have a number. And what we're going to do is we're going to utilize both locker rooms and the high school boys locker room off the gym. They're going to have a number that'll correspond to their area in the locker room where they change. So when they come in for practice, they'll come in and they'll stay spread out 6 feet apart. They'll sit at their number, they'll get changed. They will bring all their stuff out into the pool area. They'll bring their towel, their duffel bag, anything they brought with them will go out into the pool area. We have some arrows in the pool. All traffic around the pool will go counterclockwise. So when they come out of the locker rooms, they're going to turn to the right, walk counterclockwise around the pool, and they're going to have a seat in a folding chair to sit on. That will be their place during practice, during meets, when they're not in the water or they're not doing dry land exercises or doing warm-ups or whatever. They will be sitting in their chair. The number that they have for their chair will correspond with the same number where they get changed in the locker room. Any equipment that they use, any kickboard or pull buoy or whatever they're using, that'll all have the same number. So if I'm number 10, I come into the locker room, I sit down at space number 10, I get changed, I bring all my stuff into the pool area, I walk counterclockwise, traffic's going to go in the same direction around the pool. I'm going to sit at chair number 10 and I'm going to wait for directions, whether the coach is going to have me do warm-ups at my chair at my place. Whatever I do, I'm going to be at number 10. I'm going to have kickboard number 10, and that'll be my kickboard for the whole season. So hopefully we're going to stay spread out in the pool area. When we actually get in the water, no more than 2 swimmers will be in a lane at any one time. Swimmers and divers will not be allowed to re-enter the locker room, only to use the bathroom, and only 1 swimmer or diver will go in to use the bathroom at a time. Everything that you bring with you will be at your chair out on the pool deck. You will not re-enter the locker room to change after practice. So you're going to bring sweats, you're going to get dried off, you're going to put your sweats on, and you're going to get picked up for your ride home. So we will not re-enter the locker room because we have one team following another. We don't have time to clean and sanitize the locker room in between each practice. So we will not be re-entering the locker room at the end of practice. Students should dress ready to come back home at the end of practice. Masks will be worn at all times unless students are in the water. So when they get changed in the locker room, they'll have a mask on. When they go out to their folding chair, they'll have a mask on. When it's time to get into water, they're going to take their mask off. They'll do their practice or they'll do their meet. When they get out, they're going to go back to their chair, they're going to towel off, and they're going to put their mask back on. So masks will be worn at all times unless in the water. Students will need to bring a water bottle with them and have their name on it. At no time should they be sharing water bottles with anybody else. There is no fountain in the pool area. You know, bring a big water jug, put your name on it, make sure it's filled up, ready for each practice or meet. And we'll do our best to follow all these guidelines. If you need to call my office for an update, please do so at any time. You can always reach us at 785-3833. As soon as I get the schedule, we'll put it out to parents. I know these guidelines are very restrictive. If things are allowed to loosen up, we will do so as the season goes on. But we think this is best for everybody right now. Again, if you have any questions, please give me a call. Thanks very much.